Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the North Point High School Air Force, JROTC, and the singing of our national anthem by the North Point High School Chamber Choir. Leading the Pledge of Allegiance will be Jordan Davis, President of the Student Government Association. The color guard is commanded by Cadet James Dukes, carrying the American flag. Carrying the state flag is Canatu Etta. Carrying the county flag is Cadet Alejandra Luna, right rifle Cadet Joseph Alay, and left rifle Cadet Jacob Fleming.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Please welcome Taylor Rozelle, President for the class of 2023, to bring greetings from the senior class.
Good morning, family, friends, and faculty. But importantly, good morning, class of 2023. Let us take a moment to look around and take the view in. Be proud of ourselves because we made it. We finally did it, guys. I know it has all taken us a lot to get here, but all of those struggles put us to where we are today. We have all dreamed of this day, but at times it felt like it would never happen. Our lives and stories are not over. This is just another chapter in another book that will go on for a lifetime. All we have ever wanted to do was grow up. While growing up, we have shared endless laughter and jokes. We have spent 13 years in high school, in school, making memories, learning new lessons, and tackling obstacles. Years of waiting for this very moment turned into months, which then turned into weeks, which turned into days, but that have now all come to an end. We became fierce, strong individuals who have seen so many things change throughout the course of our lives, never realizing how fast those 13 years have gone by. We grew up going through many difficulties. We have experienced so many hardships, with losing loved ones to only dealing with 2 real years of high school due to COVID. I know everyone has faced some of these difficulties at some point, but we still made it, and I am beyond proud of our whole class for getting through every obstacle that this world has thrown at us. We grew up dreaming about what our next adventures in our lives would be, while joking about how we could not wait until graduation and how eager we are to get into the real world in our new lives. And now, here today, I stand before you as we all take our first steps into our new lives and our new different paths. Class of 2023, remember, this is not the end. It is a new chapter for all of us. We are starting fresh now. Even though we grew up, we will never forget the dreams and disappointments, difficulties and successes, tears and laughter, and the many memories. We are not done. We still have a lot of growing to do. With that being said, Class of 2023, I cannot wait to see all of our dreams come true. Congratulations to the Class of 2023. We did it.
I would like to now introduce the secretary for the class of 2023 at North Point High School, Shemaiah Proctor.
It is my pleasure to introduce and recognize our distinguished guests. Please stand when your name is called. Board of Education Chairperson Michael Lucas. Board of Education Vice Chairperson Yonel Moore Lee. Board Member Daughtery Butler Washington. Board Member David Hancock. Board Member Nicole Creamer. Board Member Jamelia Smith. Board Member Brenda Thomas. Board Member Linda Warren. Student Board Member Amira Abujama. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Maria Navarro. Maryland State Senator Arthur Ellis. Maryland State Delegate Edith Patterson. County Commissioner President Reuben Collins. County Commissioner Tamiza Coates. Circuit Court Judge Doneen Carrington Martin. Sheriff of Charles County Troy Barrett. Clerk of Courts Lisa Yates. Sergeant Walker, Maryland State Police. EACC President Sean Heil. Chief Financial Officer Karen Acton. Chief of Operations and Supporting Services Michael Heem. Staff Attorney Eric Souchwash. Chief of Schools Dr. Marvin Jones. Chief of Teaching and Learning Kevin Lowndes. Chief of Human Resources Nikhil Majors. Chief of Technology Charmaine Thompson. Executive Assistant to the Board Cassandra Stubfield. Welcome to the 2023 Commencement Ceremony of North Point High School. At this time, would the members of the North Point faculty and staff please rise? We, the class of 2023, would like to thank you for the past 4 years. We would not be here today if it were not for you all. Thank you.
Please be seated. The Salutatorian is the student with the second highest academic rank in the graduating class. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2023, Amira Abajuma. This fall, Amira will attend the University of Maryland on a full Banneker Key Scholarship, majoring in aerospace engineering with a minor in science, technology, ethics, and policy.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, faculty, parents, and most importantly, the class of 2023. As we gather here to celebrate the culmination of our academic journey, I am reminded of the countless hours of hard work, determination, and sacrifice that have led us to this pivotal moment. This remarkable achievement is not solely the result of our individual efforts, but also a testament to the unwavering support and guidance we have received from our dedicated teachers, loving families, and loyal friends. Throughout my high school years, there is one quote I consistently turn to for inspiration. Be the change you want to see. Each of us has the power to initiate change through understanding, empathy, and the use of our voices. No matter how insignificant we may feel, we each possess a flame capable of igniting the world. To better understand this, imagine a spark, tiny and delicate, emerging amidst the darkness. At first glance, it may seem insignificant, but when nurtured and fueled by determination, that spark can grow into a radiant flame. Similarly, our actions possess the same transformative power. A small action has the ability to ignite passions, inspire change, and reshape the course of history. Throughout my high school journey, I have realized that lessons of empathy, understanding, and the power of our voices are not taught within the walls of our schools, but instead through our experiences. It is through our experiences we gain the passion to effect change, the courage to question the status quo, and the determination to ignite the flame of progress. This past year, I had the privilege to serve as a student member on the Board of Education. In this time, I traveled across the county and state, speaking with thousands of students, each with their own unique voice, opinions, and obstacles. This is where I learned the true importance of being an advocate. I discovered that behind each statistic, there is a unique story, a person with dreams, aspirations, and challenges. It was in listening to these stories and seeing the world through different lenses that I realized the transformative power of speaking up for yourselves and others. These experiences taught me that advocacy is not merely a matter of speaking up. It is a commitment to standing up for what is right. It is a willingness to challenge the norms and fight for equity and justice. Now more than ever, we are in need of advocates. Our planet is deteriorating. Women's rights are being dismantled. LGBTQ communities are under fire. Racial prejudice and police brutality are all too common, and parents worry for the safety of their children simply by sending them to school. My fellow graduates, I implore you to embrace your role as catalysts for change in this time of need. There are moments where doubt may flicker within us, but remember that silence only feeds the darkness. Our sparks have the power to ignite change, but only when we have the courage to let them shine. It is through our voices that we can challenge the status quo, break down barriers, and make a difference in the lives of others. Congratulations, my fellow graduates. May our voices forever be heard, and may the fires we ignite illuminate the path to a brighter future for all.
At this time, please direct your attention to the Jumbotron for a special recorded performance by senior members of the North Point High School Choir Program and senior members of the Solaris String Ensemble performing the senior song, "A Million Dreams."
Close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. And through the dark and through the doors and through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They could say it all sounds crazy. They could say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I can buy, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, they call us crazy. Run away to the world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. A million dreams, a million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
It is now my distinct honor to introduce the student who achieved the highest academic rank. The valedictorian for the class of 2023 is Julianne Tanana. Julianne will attend the University of Maryland, College Park on a full ride scholarship. She will be majoring in finance and economics.
Good morning, everyone, family, friends, faculty, and staff, both here and watching from home. And a very special good morning to the incredibly wonderful and exceptionally talented class of 2023. We celebrate you as today's students, athletes, musicians, and artists, and as tomorrow's doctors, lawyers, politicians, Olympians, and Broadway performers. Before I begin, I wanted to take the time to honor a few people who mean the absolute world to me. Thank you to God, my mom and dad, as well as to my brother Lance. Without you, I would not be who I am or where I am today. I also wanted to thank Mr. and Mrs. Kirby, Mr. and Mrs. Burton, Miss Ellis, and Miss Prada for their unconditional support and encouragement throughout my time at North Point. So for those who don't know me, hi, my name is Julianne, and I am elated and so incredibly honored to be here today. Sorry. If you know me, you know that I have a slight tendency to stress out, a lot. Whether it's with my academics or sports, I have had this insatiable desire to hold myself to a standard of perfection. I'm sure many of you can relate to this, the constant feeling of wanting to be the best possible version of yourself. And what comes with that feeling is a lot of stress and overthinking. And as I've grown, I realized that for me, this came from a sense of tunnel vision in reaching my final goal, my ideal ending. It wasn't until Mrs. Kirby told me to, quote, take a chill pill, that I really took a step back and changed my perspective on life. Perhaps the most important thing I learned during my time at North Point was that high school matters. The people you meet, the lessons you learn, and the things you experience. Yes, winning a football state championship and going to prom are important. Graduating is important. But what truly matters are the days in between those big deal moments. The boring days, the 7 hours a day, 5 days a week spent at school. After leaving North Point, it is extremely unlikely for you to remember every algebraic equation you were ever taught or the order of elements on the periodic table. You will most likely also forget the countless wins and losses in your respective sports and the concerts and musicals you performed. But what you won't forget are the friends you made along the way, whether it was in the classroom, on the field, or on stage. You will never forget the kindness and empathy that was shown to you in your hardest moments, or the genuine joy and laughter that was shared between you and a friend in your happiest ones. You also won't forget the incredibly humbling experiences that taught you life lessons on trust, determination, and perseverance. In the wise words of Taylor Swift, we are each a patchwork quilt, meticulously crafted by the small, unique experiences and special people that make up our lives. As you leave here today, embarking on a new adventure and moving forward into a prosperous and beautiful chapter in your lives, my hope for you all is to take a step back and to savor these moments, to relish in them. The boring and seemingly irrelevant moments in your life, the ones that make you feel like you're in a coming-of-age movie where you're both the main and supporting character. The moments that bring you immense joy. Because, in truth, these are the moments that define us. They are what make up a large part of our stories. These moments are what make the journey bearable, and the ending that much more worthwhile. Thank you to everyone for your time today, and to the class of 2023, I cannot wait to see what your futures have in store for you. I know you will all do amazing things. Thank you.
It is now my privilege to introduce to you the principal of North Point High School, Mr. Daniel Capel.
Good morning. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to acknowledge Mrs. Hinesley and all the great work she's done with this class for the last 4 years. Congratulations. Class of 2023, congratulations on finally reaching graduation day. Around the start of the school year, I read a discussion among principals about core beliefs that guide their schools. As I read through what each principal stated was their school's most important belief or beliefs, one school's core beliefs stuck with me. This school had two simple beliefs. One, no member of the school community, staff, student, principal, or other is perfect. Two, every member of the school community is capable of greatness. As the school year progressed, I kept coming back to these two statements. I would see moments of imperfection and then moments of greatness. I would see how our school embraced its humility of knowing their imperfection, and then amazing feats would be accomplished. Class of 2023, I cannot think of two statements that would better describe your time at North Point High School. No matter how well your freshman year started, I would guess every freshman student has at least one moment, if not dozens, that their imperfections are shown. Simple tasks like opening a locker or finding your next class are challenges as you adjusted to high school. In March of 2020, COVID-19 arrived and normal left. I think we would all agree perfection left for quite some time too. Your sophomore year was defined by starts and stops to in-person learning, vaccines debates, contact tracing. Your junior year found us returning to regular school, which was definitely not perfect. All of these unexpected challenges were added to an already difficult time in your lives, the transition from teen to adult, a time when our collective imperfections are manifested. At some point, I am sure you had to accept the fact that your high school experience would not be perfect. Your high school experience would be unprecedented. 3 years of unpredictable and not quite right prepared you for what would come your senior year, greatness. Class of 2023, you accepted your imperfections and never let them dissuade your belief that you are capable of greatness. We saw moments of greatness in many ways. Our athletes and academic teams won individual and state championships, some just as recently as Saturday morning. For some of our teams, greatness was displayed in achieving what has not been done before, winning a playoff game or competing in a SMAC championship game for the first time in school history. A mock trial team winning each competition on their way to compete in the state finals for the first time in county history. Greatness was shown in earning certificates in CTE programs and receiving recognitions that our school had never won before. Even today, as you graduate, you displayed your greatness in earning the highest scholarship total in North Point High School and Charles County Public Schools history of well over $61 million. Class of 2023, take a moment today to think about the moments of greatness you took part in. Think about the moments mentioned here today and moments unknown to others where you individually overcame a challenge and achieved greatness. Take pride in these achievements no matter how large or small. Class of 2023, as you head in different directions and continue your journey of life, please remember these two beliefs. Do not forget that none of us are perfect. Strive for perfection. However, when you fall short, remember you are not designed to be perfect. When others let you down, remember they are not perfect and accept them for their imperfect beauty. Instead, remember that we are all capable of greatness and ask how you can help others find their greatness. When challenges arise, remember back to your high school experience. You have lived through a time where nothing seemed right or fair and was far from perfect. In unprecedented times, you achieve unprecedented accomplishments. You have embraced imperfections and allowed them to propel you to greatness. Remember, you found greatness in these moments. Go out and create more moments of greatness. Congratulations, class of 2023.
As we near the end of the ceremony, on behalf of the senior class, I want to thank all of you who have joined us here in the stadium, as well as the many family and friends joining us virtually from around the world. Our graduates want you to know that they genuinely appreciate the love and support you have given to them throughout the past 4 years. Our graduates know that you are proud of their accomplishments and that you are looking forward to hearing their name called as they cross the stage. On behalf of the senior class, we ask that you allow each and every graduate and their family to hear their name. We ask that you reserve your jubilation until the last graduate crosses the stage. At that time, we will all join in celebrating all our deserving graduates. At this time, it is my honor to introduce Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Maria Navarro.
Well, good morning, class of 2023. I want every one of the graduating seniors to stand up, turn around, and give a big applause to those wonderful people that came out to celebrate you today, because they love you. Yes, you all were little kindergartners walking through the first day of class. They remember that. They love you and they're here because of you. Thank you, class of 2023. Please take a seat. Thank you, families, for being here. Okay, back to the regularly programmed scheduled. Dear class of 2023, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to celebrate each of you today. In a few minutes, we will officially confer you as graduates of Charles County Public Schools and close this chapter of your lives. But before we do, I want to take a few minutes to leave you with some parting words as you move forward and prosper in your futures. In CCPS, our motto is think, inspire, and grow. I think these words summarize some takeaways I hope you remember as you leave us today. First, think. Be a reflective thinker. One who thinks before they speak, and one who thinks before they act. You still have many obstacles you will need to overcome in your life, including plenty of conflicts and disagreements, whether they are big or small issues. Remember to give yourself the time to think and reflect before you send that text, or respond to that comment, or make a major life decision. Listen. Getting to this point demonstrates that you know how to be a critical thinker. You know how to ask questions and are able to flesh out and argue the pros and cons in any situation. After all, you practice plenty of times in your classes. These thinking skills you practice as students are not just academic skills. They are life skills, and they will serve you well for those big life decisions that await you. Decisions like where you will live, what job you will have, or even if you want children. So continue to be a reflective, critical thinker. Inspire. Class of 2023, surround yourself with people, places, and experiences that inspire you to do better, that inspire you to persevere through challenging times. While you may know what inspires you now, know that there's a big world out there. So go out there and explore it. It's waiting for you. Be open to learning new things, meeting new people, going to new places, trying new foods. Find more sources of inspiration that lead you to be the best version of yourselves. And because we inspire others through our words and actions, class of 2023, I urge you to pay it forward and be a person that inspires good all around you. And finally, grow. Graduation is a major accomplishment, but this can't be your only accomplishment. You have so much to do and so much to give. Continue to grow. Grow in a variety of ways, and I don't just mean academically. Learn to cook. Learn to cook. Learn another language. Learn to be financially independent, right, parents? Learn to juggle anything that comes your way. Learn from others who are different than you. Just never stop learning and never stop growing. Continue to invest in yourselves and grow in the ways that help you to thrive throughout your life. Class of 2023, we are so proud of you. Now go out there and continue to think, inspire, and grow. Principal Capel, please present your class.
Dr. Navarro, I certify that the members of the class of 2023 have met the Maryland State graduation requirements. You may confer to the graduates their diplomas.
Conferring diplomas are Board Vice Chairperson Yanel Moore Lee and Board Member David Hancock. Amira Nabil Abujama. Joelle Anye Adams. Keandre James Thomas Adams. Jaheen Adams Kamara. Ojulape Abaje. Neil Amper Agravante Jr. Amulia Akula. Mariam Isam Al-Zubaydi. Trayvon Delante Alderson. Kayla Janae Alexander. Noah Aiden Alexander. Jabari Antonio Alfred. Jasmine Sumera Ali. Taylor Marie Allen. Shyla Gabrielle Allgood. Damani Kevon Anderson. Jaden Asia Anderson. Maya Joy Anderson. Tyler Madison Andrews. Ibrahim Muhammad Aslam. Alana May Austin. Dior Amia Bailey. Cameron Alexis Bailey. Kalila Marie Bailey. Christine Miranda Baker. Corinne Alexandria Ball. Kyla Deanna Banks. Raina Nikayla Barber. Shamar Xavier Barnes. Leah Janae Battle. Angela Alexis Manlulu Bautista. Peter Ellis Beal. Nova Rain Belcher. Kyrie Jefferson Belfield. Deshayla Kimani Bell. Maya Taylor Bennett. Robert Lee Bennett Jr. Renee Michelle Ashley Bernard. Andrew King Bethia III. John DeWitt Bishop. Andrew Ryan Blaney. Hannah Elise Bolton. London Nicole Bowie Bay. Madison Annie Bell Bozeman. Catherine Marie Brill. Diani Aujane Brisbane. Samari Anthony Briscoe. Andre Samaj Brooks. Jameer Charles Brooks. Cameron Michael Brown. Christian Xavier Brown. Isabella Alyssa Brown. Ronia Antoinette Brown. Shauna Nicole Brown. Zora Elizabeth Brown. Layla Ariana Brown. Milana Renee Browner. Dylan Michael Bryant. Shaylin Denise Bryant. Alex Michael Busby. Andrew Jonas Butler. Justin Jordan Byers. Jordan Alicia Caldwell. Natalia Nicole Cannon. Eliza Romaine Carter. Raymond Anthony Carter Peters. Jordan Zoe Obinowa Coffin Jima. Courtney Francis Cephas. Amani Janae Chapman. Cameron William Chavers. Caden Michael Chavers. Maggie Chen. Jonathan Cheng. Jalen Tiana Chisley. Diavion James Chittams. Duriel Jamal Cobb Jr. Jaciana Mariah Cobb. Aisis Matea Cole. Cassidy Dre Coleman. Jacoby Jeremiah Conward. Anye Kamani Cumberbatch. Ian Donald Cox. Jace Vernon Crawford.
Congratulations. You're very welcome.
Maya Nalani Crawford. Samara Chesney Cross. Alyssa Alexis Cummings. Elijah Emmanuel Cunningham. Terrence William Cunningham. Denari Lamart Cupid. Shaisha Sharon Curry. Zion Isaiah Cutchember. Michael Christopher Don.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Chance Robinson Davin. Jordan Marie Davis. Kaylee Michelle Davis.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
LaRon Damari Davis. Rolando Velasquez de Castro.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Victoria Ginger de Jesus.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Nyla Jade Dickerson.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Heaven Talia Dinkins.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sona Elamandi Jamesi.
Congratulations.
Ivan James Dixon II.
Congratulations, Ivan. You're welcome.
Kiara Maye Donaldson.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Miles Xavier Nehemiah Doro. Diamond LaDeja Monique Dorsey.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Antoine James Herbert Duquesne II.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Conferring diplomas are Board of Education Chairperson Michael Lucas and Board Member Daughtery Butler Washington. Matthew Lewis Duran. Royce Rodwell Torres Edeher. Anthony Cole Edwards. Damari Jeremiah Efford. Julia Chidera Kaosisuchuku Elabeki. Adeze Yasmin Chimimanda Elua. Camille Jordan Emerson. Anthony Jordan English. Samantha Escobar Flores. Sophia May Estreba Delmo. Shamara Denise Etheridge. Bianca Just LaQuay Etheridge. Ezekiel Jalen Taimalilagi Famwina. Anna Julia Fields. Ayana Ruth Flowers. Robert Allen Ford. Julius Jovan Ford Jr. Nicholas O'Brien Ford. Malcolm Alexander Fox. Maronier Ruth Fuller. Dalen Faith Gaines. Ricardo Christopher Xavier Gaines. James Angel Garcia Herrera. Isaac Joseph Garrity. Douglas Joseph Garman. Tony Elise Garrett. Genesis Elise Gassop. Kaylin Odessa Gates. Conferring the next diploma, Charles County Circuit Court Judge Doneen Carrington Martin. Maxwell Donovan Gaynor. Sophia Danielle Gersman. Daniela Oyeli Gonda. Michael Elisha Gibbs. Kaya Vanessa Gillum. Ian Michael Goling. Miles Curtis Goff. Roxana Abigail Gomez. Taryn Alicia Goodwill. William Ernest Gray III. Angelina Priscilla Greaves. Talia Elizabeth Green. Asia Aaliyah Greencorte. Desiree Faith Na Oyo Greencorte. Jalen Taylor Gregory. Kaylin Amaya Gregory. Deoncio Quentin Greer Jr. Ethan Robert Jibb. Mohammed Basman Hajeh. David Michael Hardy. Elijah Trayvon Harrison. Mohammed Hashim. Zaria Nerese Hawkins Lee. Lorraine May Hay. Brandon Lee Haynes. Benjamin Tyler Hedrick. Amir Cameron Hennigan. Lawrence Lowell Henriquez. Xavier Aloysius Herbert. Madison Jade Hercules. Elisa Nicole Hernandez. Jason Herrera. Anthony Dominic Hicks. Nathan James Hill. Richard Thomas Hoffman. Harmony Marie Holmes. Devin Delano Hobson. Danae Charlize Hudson. Harrison Theodore Hudson. Kevin Douglas Hudson. Tyrone Irvell Hudson, Jr. Connor Evan Gabriel Huff. Mark McKinley Hughes III. Troy Alexander Humes II. Betty Jo Elizabeth Hunt. Matthew Curtis Hunt. Christina Nicole Hunter. Tobias Isaiah Hunter. Joseph Zane Hyman. Precious Oluwafunmilayo Igbafin. Vasey Iqbal. Jaleel Kanye Isaac. Jaden Malad Jackson. Taylin Nevaeh Jackson. Bria Simone Jarman. Paulina Aluakemi Jibadu. Amari Brian Johnson. Antonio Francis Johnson. Faith Naomi Johnson. Jalen Savion Johnson. Marcus Donovan Johnson. Dion Angelique Jones. Kylie Renee Jones. Conferring the next diploma, Dr. Marvin Jones. Kendall Brielle Jones. Samira Elaine Jones. Yanai Jordan. Selena Elizabeth George. James Mikhail Joins. Deontay Keita. Caitlin Ann Kelly. Brendan Michael Keys. Adriana Shantice King. Xavier Lee King. Kaylin Simone Anaya Jane Kirby. Anastasia Veronica Klarman. Cannell Terrence Knights. Brock Tyler Landers. Alexis Haley Lareggi. Michael Anthony Lee II.
Now conferring diplomas are board members Nicole Kramer and Jamila Smith. Karis Blair Lahosky. Ash Nicholas Leonard. Connor Ryan Leonard. Aaron Gareth Gillespie Lewandowski. Kenneth Braxton Lewis. Amaya Danielle Lightfoot. Jason Dominic Lima. Daniel Morris Linsky. Brianna Janae Little. Mario Javon Lloyd Jr. William Joseph Laco. Miriam Rose Lujan. Kelsey Marianne Luna. Danielle George Irwin Madigan. Daniel George Irwin Madigan. Danielle Elaine Millette. Brooklyn K. Malone. Logan Tillman Mancuso. Joshua Michael Manley. Christian Anthony Martin. Cameron Leonardo Mason. Ashley Nichelle Massey. Jordan Reese Massey. Joshua Ray Matthews. Kirsten Leah Mozzie. Christopher Easton William May. Josiah Rashad Mayo. Haven Xavier Mays. Lena Calder McBride.
Here you go. Congratulations.
April Lynn McGrath. Olivia Charlize McNeil. Helen Abigail Mahari. Brent Gabriel Velasco Melendrez.
This way.
Melanie Cassandra Mendez. Elena Morgan Metzger. Victoria Grace Middleton. Diego Christopher Miles. Sonia Haren Mystery. Micah Gabrielle Monaghan. Sean Michael Montague Jr. Faith Alice Moore. Jayani Anissa Moore. Jessica Pearl Moore. Jaden Charles Mosley. Neela Gerald Mtui. Jesslyn Alexis Mulba. Keela Armani Morea. Savon Sophia Murphy. Olivia Jordan Murray. Alex Ro Negi. Jada Demaya Navarro. Princeton Shumard Newbold. Sharice May Newson. Alexander Clyde Prince Nicholson. Sydney Monet Nicholson. Sierra Catherine Noland. Anaya Janae Norman. Paris Isabella Norman. Ekena Caleb Nwosu. Paul Abayomi Obadare. Janae Cherie Odie. Chisholm Albert Okoroha. James Aaron Olmsted. Adebola Victoria Oluyede. Laura Camille Tan Orabello. Sabina Nkolo Osang. Sonia Unda Osang.
I'm great. How are you?
Nathan Daniel Osborne Jr. Morayo Oluwakemi Owopetu. Nigeria Lejeune Pace. Christine Timbangan Paez. Avanya Powell. Kushi Kaur Panu. Madison Jewel Parker. Kaylin Nicolo Parkin. Alexander Scott McConna Paul. Kara Elizabeth Paulson. Tony Marie Paler. Shakaya Alani Pelham. Victor Antonio Pena. Kirsten Shelby Perez. Ty Diallo Bly Pero. Andrew P.J. Pham. Vincent Maurice Phillips, Jr. Leah Nicole Pierce. Haley Nicole Pingoy. Matthew Thomas Plasick. Teresa Montilla Policarpio. Bryce Cameron Poole. Cohen Seth Porter. Kevin Alfred Presley Jr. Caleb Evan Price. Jemiah Michelle Price. Sydney Angelina Lee Young Price. Aaron Thomas Proctor. Shemaiah Jadera Proctor. Leanne Maya Kwashi. Kenya Tamira Tashay Queen. Wesley Otto Radke Canberra. Michaela Roanne Fojas Raqueño. Jada Antoinette Rattiff. Demarius Osia Ratliff. Tanea Ajane Ray. Kareem Amir Redding. Delaney Marie Reed. Kendall Oliver Reed II. Delaney Dion Reed. Matthew Adrian Giducos Reyes.
Conferring diplomas are board members Brenda Thomas, Linda Warren, and student board member Amira Abajuma. Canon Karan Reynolds. Kayla Elaine Rhodes. Jaden Aurelia Richardson. Jasmine Alexis Richardson. Jordan Rebecca Riley. Aiden Matthew Rivenberg. Donzel Joshua Roach. Shabria Ayana Robbins. Ashley Simone Roberts. Angelina Marie Robertson. Christian Patrick Robertson. Anthony Lorenzo Robinson. Diamond Brielle Robinson. Major Delilah Robinson. Olivia Eves Robinson. Shania Renee Robinson. Shakira Giovanna Rodriguez. Dylan Robert Rogers. Talia Chanel Ross. Naima Shamari Roy. Taylor Marie Roselle. Alexa Yuki Raquel Ruiz. Geneva Alana Russell. Mame Ya Adafwa Serpong. Pranjal Amit Savani. Jayla Nicole Scott. Kaylee Paige Seacrest. Aaron Blaine Sello. Carissa Anaya Schamberger. Christopher Elijah Schamberger. Arande Sharif Sherman. Trayvon Andre Short. Lauren Ajoa Simpson. Jia Singh. Hannah Rain Slaughter. Aaliyah Sana Smalls Ojulape. Alexandra Carlin Smith. Christian Malik Sykes Smith. Lajay Damia Marie Smith. Cleopatra Solomon. Alyssa Grace Soriano. Connor James Sowers. Antoine Amen Spencer. Maxwell Issa Marie Spencer. Hope Rebecca Stover. Vernon Carl Nestor Stover II. Noah Anthony Strawberry. Heaven Shantif Sutton. Alexis Baymar Suyo Torrico. Frank Swinson Jr. Kaya Nicole Tate. Freeman Anderson Taylor Jr. Tal Ethan Taylor. Tyler Allen Taylor. Gabriel Augustine Telez. Topaz Miana Templeman. Brianna Terry. Kaya Amira Thomas. Ryan Taylor Thomas. Cameron Taylor Thompson. Jada Nicole Thompson. Julianne Ariana Manlapig Tanana. Caleb Wells Tuttle. Huria Umer. Angelise Dianera Urbez Beltre. Erica Giovanna Yorego. Joshua Edmund Van. Nash Brody Vargas. Nadia Denise Vaughn. Anthony Vasquez. Charlize Kristen Ricasa Villanueva. Casey Maria Vico Castillo. Michaela Arana Waysum. Ashton Marie Washington. Samantha Dakota Wells. Journey Janae West. Braxton Powell Wheeler. Emmeline Catherine White. Sayani Frederica White. Nadavia Aaron Whited. David Scott Whitley. Jelani Amiri Wiggins. Lydia Naomi Wiles. Tyson Lamont Willett. Jermaine Michael Williams. John Emmanuel Williams. Savion Devon Williams. Benjamin Arthur Williamson. Alexis Monique Wilson. Deacon Emmanuel Wilson. Kimmel Irene Wilson. Myla Danielle Wilson. Kyrie Javon Wimberly. Gabrielle Renee Wimbush. Bryson Anthony Wingate. Vincent Fitzgerald Winter II. Chloe Julia Wooden. Brooke Wright. Corinne Chantel Wright. Taziah Jakari Mazi Wright. Trenton Carter Wright. Donovan Terrell Young. I can't. Makai Jaleel Young. Roman James Zakutney. Anna Maria Noel Zimmerman.
Graduates, please rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of North Point High School, the class of 2023.